Hey, what's up, guys? It is Obscenity. I am back again with another Minecraft Let's Play episode. Hang on, having some small technical difficulties right now. There we go, technical difficulties resolved. Anyways, we're back on same world we were on last time. Sweet 17, you'll get that, by the way, after you watch Hannah's stream. So, we're just gonna take first 2 iron, make a pair of shears. The next three are all going to be for a bucket. And I would also love to know. Alright, I'm generally safe, it looks like. So let's just chop, 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 chop. So now that the speedrun part of this is over, I have some stories to tell. Oh buddy, so my day has been pretty interesting, you know, go to work like one does, gotta make that money, gotta make bread so we can eventually update the setup. Gotta make a chest here too. You know, a barrel might actually be cheaper. I don't remember the recipe for a barrel off the top of my head, so I wish I could drag. Oh dear lord. We're just gonna put everything in the inventory. Oh, in the chest, never mind. Kind of take it out as we need it. So we need that, we need that. We need shears, we need a bucket right there. Food right there. We need the iron ingot. So next on the list is going to be an iron sword, and then an iron pick, and iron sword. Pick can go right there. With some of the wood we've collected, we can make a shield. Now these things are stupid useful. Okay, basically you hit right click and you put up your shield. Whoa, imagine that. So what really happens with it, what you can really do with the shield, right, is you can block arrows, you can block arrows, you can, what am I trying to say? You can block arrows. It significantly reduces damage from creeper explosions, which is going to be key. Let's see, it's still not quite daytime, so I'm just going to mine some of this real quick. Eventually, one of the higher priorities is probably going to be making a wood farm. The goal, of course, being to power that wood farm and create a wood farm that that will power an auto smelter that will power the furnaces. So basically, we create a loop. So like here, let me show you an example here. If we run up to this creeper, alright, we should probably stay close enough that it doesn't just not damage us, but you'll get it eventually. Eventually, I'll find a way to make it work. I was gonna say, I know I saw some sheep in this direction. So for now, always get more wool than enough for one bed, especially if you have shears, because eventually you're gonna need another bed, right? See that? I took no damage from that, and the wolf did take damage despite us being the same distance away. So essentially, like, there's just a little bit. Oh, I guess that the creeper did miss me, yeah, because I don't have. Lovely. Oh, the creeper blew up the base of that tree. That's gonna suck. So I need to find my staircase again real quick. You know how I can find it? Here's a smart move. So wherever the trees are missing. Also, I was near the dark oak and the mushroom. So I think it's like right about here. I think it's over here somewhere. Yeah, there's a sapling right here. There are torches. Like, I'll throw another torch right here. Anyways, let's just get some of that action going. And I forgot I made those all into. It's okay. We'll find a use for it eventually. Anyways, 2, 4, 6. Now we have some torches. Look at that magic. So for now, we're just gonna do the good old-fashioned dig out a 2x2 area, throw the bed down and move on. Do that. Put all of that in there. May as well get this going where are the buttons. That in there, that down there. Eat up. Okay, that is why you carry a shield. When you're exploring, just keep a shield in your offhand. You'll thank me later. And you'll thank yourself probably more often than you'll thank me. I heard something moving. Where is it? A zombie villager. That's huge, actually. That's bigger than you can imagine. So we have 2 tests we need to do. Number 1, we need to see if it can hold items, because unfortunately not all zombies spawn with a chance to hold items. Or actually, that's probably fortunately, because zombies that can hold items can also equip armor. Zombies that can equip armor kill you, steal your armor, and then you can't kill them. Anyways, I do have a plan for this cave. Right now, I'm not going to be able to like, sort of execute that plan. But I'm thinking that I'm getting kind of tired, right, of building above ground houses, okay? By kind of, I mean really. Like, everybody builds an above ground house. Like, maybe you mix it up by building it out of a mountain or something like that. So anyways, what I'm thinking is that instead of building a house above ground, my house is going to be in a cave. It's going to be a pleasant little change of pace, hopefully. It's going to be, you know, a nice little touch. And, like, you can do some really cool things with caves, too, especially if you also have swamps. Like, clay is a really nice texture in caves. You can polish the stone to kind of give it a more, like, you can polish the andesite to give it a more finished look. You can mix some cobblestone in there. Like, there's a really nice block palette that goes on in caves, actually, that people usually just rip out and use elsewhere. But I'm thinking I want to try to keep it in the cave. Also, the reason I've started using the iron pickaxe is because there's a lovely thing about iron pickaxes, which is essentially that they pay themselves off. So, like, the way I'm thinking about it is that if you get Alright, so unfortunately that guy doesn't pick anything up. So if he picks something up, then what that meant, is that like when you have a mob pick something up that is player dropped, it becomes a unique mob, and that prevents it from despawning. Now if it doesn't despawn, you can trap it instead of killing it. And with a zombie villager in specific, that's valuable because, you know, you can cure zombie villagers. And of course not right now. Right now we're just running around collecting iron, because iron is really the first resource that you need to be concerned about collecting, in the sense that it's not an easy resource to renew. Like I already told you, like you can make a system that very easily that takes wood, smelts it into charcoal, uses that charcoal to smelt more wood, or even uses like a third of that charcoal to smelt more wood, right? So coal isn't a super valuable thing for anything beyond experience. While the brown mushrooms are going to be useful for fermenting spider's eyes to cure a villager, of course. And I'm just going to mine some coal because I'm not setting that up right now. Honestly, I could. Like, all I need to do is mine a few trees, and then I'd be good to go on that. But I just kind of want to focus on probably getting resources right now. Also doing some sort of beginner's renovations to the cave here. So like high on the priority list is lighting it up, in addition to like building staircases is important in this case because it gives you access. And access is really important when we're talking about houses, especially like when we're talking about building a house. You want to be able to get everywhere in the house. Like, I feel like that's really kind of a no-brainer, but like you want to be able to access it all one way or another. And so what that means is that you need like staircases, you need, you know, something more than just kind of your typical shtick. Because the typical stuff is nice, but as you saw earlier, like caves generate with kind of obnoxious holes in them. And those obnoxious holes make it very, very hard to think about. They make it very hard to think about, like, oh, what am I trying to say? Those holes make it kind of hard to get around, and they make it hard to like think about making like a house type of feel. Essentially, that's what I'm trying to say. I am also going to be like, there are ideas spiraling through my head right now. One of them does require some dark oak wood, but it also requires a couple other types of wood that I absolutely love, including my favorite type of wood in the game, which is spruce wood. Not for its aesthetic purpose, not for like, because it's, you know, it looks nice, because dark oak looks better than spruce, okay? In my opinion, at least. I mean, some of you guys watching, you may disagree with me, right? But not, you know, just, I think the dark oak wood looks fucking amazing, okay? Like, it looks really good. Like, it's like dark oak wood is like a dime, right? Like, it's like the bait of the wood types. But the nice part is that, you know, there are other wood types. Let me just sleep. And essentially, what is going to happen is, where's that? How's that iron doing? Where is it? There it is. Seriously, only 11 video game. So this is just going to be probably like the rest of this episode is going to be like preparatory. It's just don't question it, okay? Anyways, long story short, the rest of this episode is probably just going to be me like breaking wood and such. I might even do a little wood breaking off camera, let the rest of the iron smelt, because my goal for next episode is to kind of be the first building episode. Like for that to be the episode that we actually start like making the cave look a little homey. Which is going to include like collecting some sand, which is going to include, you know, maybe even getting some vines. I know we have a swamp. I want to take advantage of that because vines look really awesome in caves. And the dark oak is going to be important as well. Hang on, I just got to make a little bit more protection for myself here. And then off we go to... We can actually probably grab... we're going to grab some birch for sure. Birch looks awesome. You know what we may need to do? No, we're going to need to do another episode, I just noticed, of just preparing to build, to do the building underground. I don't think I'm starting too ambitiously. I might be, but I think we should be a-okay to kind of get to get this all going, right? Like to sort of get the house going, to get some starting sort of renovations. I want to change the block layout as well as I'm killing these cows. Actually, I'll kill the pigs instead because I just need some food for right now. Okay, that was weird. Ideally, you save cows and farm them. Although those ones are also a little bit far from the house, which we are now going to start heading back to end the episode. Unfortunately. But here we go. Do I have a birch sapling? Is that a birch sapling? That is. Perfect. For some reason, I have trouble finding birch saplings consistently. So I'm actually just gonna go pick a couple real quick. Right over here. It should be back this way. And down we go. Make ourselves the rest of the protection. And now that we are nice and protected, we're going to finish off the episode. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys join me on the next one.